What's up, YouTube? Here's my first time, I believe, showing, well, it is my first time showing my saltwater tank with fish in it. I'm just going to show my saltwater tank and talk about it a little bit. So this is a 15-gallon tank. It's the same dimensions as a 10, but taller. I'm running a hang on the back filter just because I already had one from freshwater. I never had this tank before, but I basically replaced the 10-gallon freshwater with this one. And I put some saltwater media in there. I also have some media from my freshwater too, but some special stuff in there. I got I believe this is, 100-watt heater in here. It's set to 76 degrees. This is an Aqua Clear 50, the filter, so plenty good. I want to talk a lot about, well, not a lot, but I want to talk about the light. This is the Kessel A80. This is a really good light, so if anybody was thinking about getting it for their aquarium, I'd highly recommend it. I got it on Amazon. It was $154. It's really high quality, really lightweight, has a lot of good things about it. No noise at all, doesn't have a fan. You can change the color of the tank. It's hard to pick up on camera, but you could change it to more white, which it looks really white in person, the light, but a little blue on camera. And then super blue, which is looks really bad on camera, but it looks good in person. And then you could put it somewhere in between, is what I kind of have it. So I bought it with the gooseneck too. Pretty easy to assemble. You just mount it on the side of the aquarium. So yeah, the Kessel A80, 154 off Amazon. That's with the gooseneck. It's, I believe, 130 if you don't get it, but then you'd have to attach it to your ceiling, so I don't want to do that. So along with the color, you can change the intensity of the light. It's on maximum setting now, and then you go minimum to where it's off. I have it on maximum intensity right now. And yeah, so there's my filter. I'm not exactly sure off the top of my head the name of some of the stuff in there. I got like bio balls, I got carbon in there, I got a special filter pad, and then something else, I can't remember what it's called, but it's for salt water. I added in there. Started with, I think, Purigen, something like that. Started with a P. And I just got the little magnet on here. And I got an extra, like, little wave maker here. It's 54 gallons an hour just to add a little bit of current. So I've got probably about 5 snails in the aquarium. I could see 2, or is that 3? I could see 2 right here and 1 right there. That's 3. The biggest one is on the rock right there, and the other one's probably somewhere else. I've also got, I believe, 5 little hermit crabs crawling around the aquarium. Here's one of them. It's kind of hard to zoom in. I'm not getting, it's with the water motion, I'm not getting really good quality. Also, it's worth noting too, this is what your ceiling looks like with the Kessel. So it looks really cool. It looks like an ocean. The feather duster's kind of hiding now. Hopefully it opens up. It was opened up for a while. It's getting a lot of current. I don't know. Also, the crabs were near it, so that might have scared it, so it closed. But yeah, I got 2 clownfish here. These are just regular clownfish. They're babies. They're really tiny right now. I was debating on between getting possibly the Wyoming whites or black phantom clowns. There's like over 30 different kinds of clownfish, but I just went with regular ones, the ones that look like Nemo. So and they're really tiny, so it'll be fun to grow them out. So yeah, the crabs are in the back. They hide in the caves in the rocks, and they're kind of all in the back. But there's one up front right here. Again, I'm not getting really good focus, but he's crawling around. And yeah, here's the 2 clowns. Here's my hand for comparison. They're really tiny. They're like an inch each, so very small. And also, I got the shrimp back here. He's kind of hiding, so it's hard to see him, but you can kind of see him here. He's super dark red and he's got some white on him. So I thought that was a really cool shrimp. I believe it's a fire shrimp, but not 100% sure. I got a lot of stuff in the way, but here's a side view of the aquarium. So you could see the shrimp's just kind of chilling on the rock in the back. He's probably about 2 or 3 inches. And like I said, the clownfish are probably about an inch. So I'm really liking the Kessel. It's a really good light. The A80, I definitely recommend it. It's really good for nano tanks. And I want this feather duster to open up, because it seems like every now and then it'll close for like a minute and then be open for like 3 and then close. There's a crab back there. So yeah, hopefully I'll get it to open in the next like minute or so. But I'm really liking this tank. I'm really happy with it. I didn't care for saltwater that much until I got my own tank. Now I'm really in love with it. I learned a lot about it through the last few months at work. So I'm not going to be getting a bigger tank anytime soon, or at least I don't plan to, but eventually, in the long run, I probably will. And for this tank, I'm pretty much set for invertebrates. I got the clowns, the shrimp. I think I might add a couple Bengai cardinals. Maybe like 2 or 3. They stay small and they look really cool. It looks like this is starting to open up. It was all the way in there, now it's kind of creeping out, so I'm going to try to get the feather duster to open. The clownfish are doing good. The current's pretty strong, but they're kind of holding up. You could see the shrimp back there. You can see his little whiskers poking out. Yeah, the feather duster is slowly inching out. And eventually too, along with a couple more fish, I might add the Bengais. I'll see. And I'm doing it slowly because I don't want to crash the nitrogen cycle or anything, but eventually I'll probably add, like I said, a couple more fish, probably the Bengai cardinals. And eventually I'm definitely going to add some corals too, probably definitely soft, maybe some LPS and SPS. I just want to make sure, because this light's pretty high up and the tank's pretty deep, that they get enough light. So as long as the corals will get enough light, I'll definitely add some. Maybe if I get some hard corals, I'll put them on top of the rock. And you can see the feather duster's open now, kind of moving in the current. That's how they feed. They get food that way. So yeah, pretty cool. Alright, well, I don't have too much storage left, so I'm going to wrap up this video. But I'll definitely be doing updates soon when I get more fish and corals. So I'm really happy with how the tank looks now. And yep, thanks for watching.